Hello, y'all. I'm Diana Brienne. Hey, J Mix, welcome, welcome, my friend. Welcome here. You're the first in the stream. And you know what? I'm so rusty from doing this because I haven't done live streams very much over the last couple of months. And so I forget how to do it. I really, really forget how to do it. How are you doing, J Mix? I hope you're having a great day and I hope you're doing well. And I'll give you a blue wrench here. And I'm actually just popping on for a little bit. I'm not coming on for very long because I am getting ready to go to an appointment. And hey, Nestor, and welcome, welcome. I'll give you a blue wrench too. Okay, there you go. And so I thought, well, you know what? I had a little bit of time before my appointment. And I thought, you know what? I'll just go ahead and pop on and say hi and see how everybody's doing. And if anybody comes by, when you do a live stream, you should give people notice that you're going to be on. And I really don't give any kind of notice to people because, well, I never know when I'm going to be on. And so for me, I have a family, so they're usually home, and I don't like to do the live streams in here. And then if I do the live streams out on Grandma's porch, as I call it, what happens is, thank you, Nestor, thank you, my friend. Great to see you as well. And the lighting is so bright out there during the day that it's not good for the live stream. So I have to wait till my family's all gone because, well, they're in the kitchen and everything else, and they don't want to be in here, when I'm doing this. And so when they're out of the house, and as you know, I go to college full time at 64 years old. And so, I've got all that going on. And I have my family, and I'm, into exercising, and I'm into painting, and I'm into YouTube making my videos. So it's very, very busy. Welcome, welcome, Bhutan. Welcome. And I'll give you a blue, let me get that little mouse over there, give you a blue wrench. Okay, there you go. There you go. Um, Thank you, Nestor, and I would love to do that. I hope I get your notifications. That is one of the things I wanted to talk about on here today. Are you getting notifications for people, or just some people, not all people? Because I really don't get a lot of notifications, especially to channels that I regularly go to. So I have to kind of look for people to see when they're on. And I do have the notification bell, rang and all of that. So, I'm not sure what is really up with YouTube because I have to tell you, over the last week, I've grown about 1,000 and they took away 1,100. So essentially, I'm 100 less than what I was a week ago. And even though I grew 1,000, so I should be 1,000 more. And they do this periodically to me where I can't grow. Even though I do grow, they take old friends away. And and so it happens. It happens to me, and it's a bit frustrating because I'm here about making friends and enjoying and having a good time, and I am doing that, whether it's a live stream or whether it's a recorded, no matter what it is. I'm here to have a good time. And yet, I appreciate the numbers as well. And like you all know, back in December, I contacted YouTube and they told me I actually had 26,000 at that time. Hey, Camille, welcome, welcome, my beautiful friend. Welcome, welcome. It is wonderful to see you. And you're very welcome to come up. Just let me know and I'll drop the StreamYard link. Okay. And so, basically they've been taking, one for one away from me. So if I gain one, they take one. And sometimes they take two. So that's what I've been going through in the last maybe actually almost 2 weeks. This has been going on. So right now I'm stagnant and I can't grow even though I'm growing. So if I make a new friend, they take an old friend away. And they do this periodically to me. And so, I've had this problem. The way I've calculated it, I should be like 60,000 right now. Welcome Irish music. I love Irish music. And I'll give you a blue wrench. So I'm getting ready to go to my dermatology appointment, which I periodically go to every couple years. And I thought, yeah, I'll just pop on and I'll just say hello and just see how everybody's doing and see if anybody comes in and shows up. And I'm trying to get back to doing regular. Okay, Camille, let me get my glasses on here, and um, I will go ahead and bring you up. Let me do this here. Um, okay, invite, copy, copy. Okay, and then we'll put that in here somewhere. Let me go over here, get the chat box again, put it in here. Okay. There you go, Camille. You're very, very welcome to come up. My friend Camille Tyler is going to join me for a few minutes. And let me just get back to where I was. StreamYard. I want to go back to StreamYard. Okay, there I am. Okay. Like I said, I am so rusty at doing this. It has been a while for me. And I did one, was it Sunday? And I mean, I felt really, really out of sync because when you don't do live streaming very much, thank you, Nestor. Well, thank you for being here. I appreciate you, Nestor, for being here. Thank you. And so for me, like I said, I'm getting rusty with doing live streams. So I want to get back into doing the live streams. Plus, I have over 4,400 videos up. And I feel like I've talked enough. I've done so many videos and I love to do videos, but I feel like I don't feel like I want to do the videos. I mean, I do want to do my videos, but not at the pace that I've been doing them. And I think for me, I'm just going to start doing more live streams. Hey, Mr. Din, welcome, welcome. Let me give you a blue wrench. There you go. So my frustration, and I think it's a lot of people's frustration. For me, welcome, welcome. It looks like Shemanath Powell. Samanath, welcome, welcome, my friend. Wonderful to see you. Very supportive channel. Samanath Pal is a very, very supportive channel. Thank you, Samanath, for being here. And I think a lot of people are experiencing that frustration. And when I talked to YouTube in December about it, they basically told me it was spam. And I said, well, how can a friend be spam that I go to regularly? I'm on their live stream, they're on my live stream, and yet they get taken away. They really couldn't explain it because a lot of it is scripted, what they say, and so, it really has been frustrating since about last October. And I've accepted that. Hey, Nelson, welcome, welcome. Let me give you a blue wrench. And so it does get frustrating when you grow, your numbers should be way off the charts compared to where they're at. And they're not walking the spirit zone. Welcome, welcome. Thank you for being here. And so, they can't really explain it. So I'm not sure. I'm not sure what really goes on. Here's Camille Tyler. Welcome, welcome. Hey, hey, how are you?
Fine. How about you? How about
You
you?
have to mute your YouTube. Mute your YouTube.
I am. Hey, great to see ya.
Thank you.
You're
You're looking
awesome.
great. How's your new house?
I'm living in an old farmhouse that's over 100 years old right now, and working on plans on building the new one. But living out here in the country, it's pretty cool.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So you're loving it.
Yeah, there's just something about sitting on the porch every morning and seeing absolutely zero asphalt.
Yeah, because you lived in the city before, right?
Yeah, I live just south of downtown Austin, Texas,
Mm-hmm.
and
Mm-hmm.
so that's what I am. Just so your audiences know a little bit about me, I'm all about personal branding and helping people develop a rock star brand so more people know their name. Every single thing when you tune to my channel, everything is about helping you develop your personal brand.
Yes.
So and that's what I'm all about. In case you're friends want to come and visit me, I'm really focused in on my brand, and I think every issue that you have online to build your business has to do with not having a focused, clear personal brand.
Mhm.
So
Mhm. Mhm.
because you have
And
to be clear and intentional of who you are, what you serve, why should give people a reason why they should follow you. I
right.
fell in love with you on Facebook, but I fell in love with you because I liked your quirky personality because it's a little
Right.
bit, but a little bit like mine.
Yep.
And I wanted to get to know you because you're kind of a straight shooter. You
Yeah.
don't have a lot of fluff in your content. You just tell it like it is, and that's how I related to you. So
Mhm. You know, Camille, one of the things that I'm finding, because I watch a lot of different channels, and one of the things that I'm finding right now is we have to be so mindful of what we talk about here on social media.
we do.
And while you talk about branding, when you're on, your whole show and your whole content is about branding, so you don't have that issue. But because I touch upon a wide range of subjects, and most are grandma topics, but I do touch upon some current events and things like that. And I realize that I have to do it, and very, very carefully and very mindfully, because recently I have seen channels that have been taken down. I have seen channels that have been suspended for a period of time where they can't put up new content. I saw one last night. He's got like 125,000 on his, and he was suspended. And he didn't really. I've watched his videos. He's very mediocre, and yet they suspended him. And I think sometimes, I talk about storms and stuff like that, but I talk about it through a story or something. Like, I'm very careful and very mindful. And yet, I think part of my reason for some of my subscribers going missing, like I said, I grew 1,100 last week. No, 1,000 last week, and they took away 1,100. And so I think if they can't, you have to just be very, very mindful,
You
of
have to
what you
be
say.
exactly. Everyone has to be mindful with their content because YouTube wants to push your content out to the to people that respond to you. So
Yeah.
you have to be intentional with your content. And I know you do a variety of things, but it's always bringing people your perspective. You can do life lessons. And so you, even though you don't know it, you are very branded. You are very branded of, I like to give my opinion. I like to give life lessons. You're an encourager. So that's part of your personal brand.
Yeah.
And because that's what you get when you start developing your brand. You have to pick one thing, and your lifestyle, and you're a teacher. You teach valuable life lessons. So that's why people turn into you. Now,
Yeah.
if you started talking about raising chickens, you would have to bring raising chickens back to Diana Brienne or your grandma's porch. You know what I'm saying?
Right. It
You
has to
always
be
bring it
part of
back
your
to a life
brand.
lesson. So that's why I
Mhm.
really appreciate you, even though your brand is your name. Congratulations. But I love no matter what you are talking about, you always bring it back to that life lesson, and that's why people love you and why people.
Thank you. Thank you. That means a lot to me. Thank you so much, Camille. Thank you.
And so when you're developing your personal brand, you got to niche it down what you're all about. I mean, I used to try to teach social media marketing and I taught a lot of different things and I really wasn't getting anywhere. When I really realized that I needed to focus on my own personal brand, I went through a lot of pain and struggle and I realized that I needed to come down to one thing. And out of everything I could teach, I could be the blogger channel. I could teach all about blogging. I could teach about there's a lot of stuff I could teach about, and my channel I could brand myself as. But because I had such issues with coming up with Camille Tyler personal brand, your branding expert,
Mhm. Mhm.
I had so much problems in that one area that after all the pain and misery, that's why I want to share. That's why
Yeah.
I share. Some people say, well, I don't have a brand. Everybody has a brand. It's what people are saying about you. So if you decide not to have a brand, well, I'm just saying there's already a brand about you, but you need to control what that brand is.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I totally agree with you. And you are the queen of brand. You
Thank
really
you.
are. You are. You are the queen of brand.
And
And
I
and I think that, if anybody knows about branding, you do, because you've studied it. It's like wisdom is my specialty,
it
branding
is.
is your specialty. That's your brand. Branding is your brand. And wisdom is, my brand. I mean, it comes down to what is your brand. We may deviate off of those, but we come back to it.
Yeah, and your content and you have to think. And I've been running a series over on my channel about social media content and branded content. And you have to think. People say, "Well, I'm not a content creator." Well, yes, you are. You are creating content. Okay, you are a content creator. So you need to dial in your content to reflect you and your brand. Because
Yeah.
I could talk a lot about topics. I've been a teacher my whole life. I could teach a lot of different things, but every single problem that my ideal audience has, I always want to bring it down around to having a personal brand. Just like you take your topic and your lessons you teach, and you always bring it back around. And I love that you do that. You always bring it back down to that life lessons, whether you're talking about pantyhose on people, whether you're talking about like LA in the 70s, you know, whatever it is, you always bring it back to that true heartfelt lesson. And that's why you have so many subscribers. And that's why people want to tune into you is because of that. Is because of that. So
Thank
I
you.
want to say congratulations and thanks for having me on. And I hope I give some people some inspiration to seriously, you are a content creator. Just quit throwing crap all over social. Quit
Yeah.
putting stuff on your, get focused on your brand. If they want to reach out to me, you can find me at CamilleTotter.com. I'm all over everywhere. So
Well, you have your YouTube channel and you are on pretty much every day, aren't you?
yes, I have my morning marketing show. I can put it in the comments later, but I have my morning marketing minute show where I come to YouTube live every single weekday
Yeah.
at 9 EST to give people a tip and strategy how they can build a stronger, bigger brand, build that rock star brand so more people know their name.
Yes. Yeah. And I think that people come to your channel because they do want to grow. They don't know how to do it, and they need somebody who has the understanding of how to do it.
Yeah, we have to look at your superpower. Like Diane, you have a superpower of telling stories,
Yeah.
and I know we love the way you tell stories and how you draw us in. You're such a great storyteller, and you always have a good lesson. And all your people love that about you. So
Mhm.
when you're developing your brand, the brand is you, and you have to have that one thing that you're talking about. And
Yes.
I want people to realize that they are that content creator.
Yes.
You need to you need to brand you listen. You might need a branding breakthrough. Okay, I'm just saying. You might need, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm a teacher. That's my superpower.
Yeah.
Okay, I've been teaching my whole life.
Yes.
4-year-olds how to tie their shoes. 2-year-olds how to say their prayers to Jesus. I mean, I've taught
Yeah.
tons of different things. When I was in outside sales, I was so good at it, they had me teaching outside sales classes.
Yes. Yes. Yeah,
Yeah.
and you have
So
to be able to market yourself. If you can't market yourself, no one's going to see your videos. Now,
yeah,
how do you feel about tagging and titles um, how do you feel about all that?
I think well, and it's not me. It was Gary Vaynerchuk. After I'd already spent, I think I've already spent been into my weight loss journey, and I thought I wanted to be a weight loss coach, and I think I was like $6,000 into it, and I really started. I latched on to Gary Vaynerchuk. We all know he's the whoop whoop when it comes to online marketing, and he's such a giver. And in his book, he says all you need is to market yourself. Yourname.com, yourname.db. So when I tell my people to do that, that is it. That is it. Follow your passion and stay on one train, baby. Niche it down. What do you want? What do you want to help people with? I can help people with a lot of stuff. I could teach.
Mm-hmm.
I could teach.
Mm-hmm.
I can teach reading. I can teach all
Right.
kinds of stuff. But my focus and my real passion is to help people. Why? Why do I want to help people with their branding? Because I spent thousands of dollars and millions of minutes doing it wrong.
Mm-hmm.
I know the pain of falling asleep at 2 and 3 in the morning, falling asleep in front of the computer looking for how to sell my products and services. I know what it feels like. So when I work with my clients, when I give them a strategy, when I help, I know that I can help them. Okay. And it kind of brings me back to when I used to teach eighth grade. I used to teach eighth grade, and does you understand how eighth graders are, right, Diane?
Oh, I've had three.
Yeah. Well, eighth graders, they don't listen to a damn word you say. And as a teacher, it's even worse in the classroom. You know what I'm saying? I remember I had some 3 or 4 boys that were just like acting up on my class, and I held them after class, and I said, listen here, boys, listen up, okay?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I was Miss Williams back in those days. I said, now Miss Williams has gone to Austin. I know what's on that test. I know exactly how to get you from where you are, learning disability, and you have problems reading, to get you to where you need to be to pass the test in eighth grade and to shine in high school. Okay. But there's one thing that you have to do. You have to zip your lip and listen to it. Come on in and get a pen. Okay.
Yep.
Because and I don't care what Miss So and so said down the hall, gentlemen. No, listen to me now, okay? I don't care. I'm not responsible for the teacher down the hall, okay? I am not. But I know where you are because I was where you are. I used to be in 7th and 8th grade, and people told me I was stupid because I couldn't read out loud because I had a learning disability. But I overcame.
Yes.
I overcame, and so there's nobody. If you guys will zip your lip and listen to me, I guarantee you're going to pass and you're going to do
Yes.
great. And
Yes.
they
Absolutely.
did.
It's a learning experience. It's a journey. It's really a journey. So now with the tags and the titles and the hashtags and all of that, what do you feel? Do you feel that they help a channel, hinder a
They
channel?
help. They help a channel. You have to have the titles, the content, the title, and the thumbnail are like a little package. They're
Yeah.
all super important. They all have to be on brand. They all have to say, maybe you've done keyword research about that topic. But every single thing, your thumbnail needs to be a teaser into what you got to say.
Yeah.
Okay. You, the title needs to be clear. Why am I going to watch you? Okay. And then your content has to be the same. Your content, you have to write out your content, give them lists. And
Yeah.
when you do that, when you do that, it works in your favor, all three of those things.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I blog. So I have a blog because can I hear an amen? Do we all have to do research? I can't see the comments right now, but do we all have to work on our content? Or do you just swing it? Do you research your content, or do you decide on your content, or do you just swing it?
Oh, you know what? I never know what my content's going to be until I push the button. Honestly, it's always inspired. It's never scripted. Now, I do write down my notes in the morning. I get my spiritual notes. So I kind of have a guide throughout the day of what I'm going to maybe talk about, but I actually have no clue what I'm going to say until I push the button, and it just spontaneously comes out. And what you see is what you get. So it's not scripted or anything like that. So, and I keep it that way because I really don't want to become scripted. I want to stay non-scripted.
Right. I try to stay unscripted too, but to bring more eyeballs to me, to bring more people that I can help, because I am here not just to do one to YouTube and leave. I am here because I know somebody needs my help.
Yes,
Okay.
absolutely.
And
Absolutely.
and so I have my content which I create. After I do what are people asking for, what's going to solve my customers' problems, I come through that list, I create that content. And if I got to create that content in that list over on CamilleTyler.com, I write my content, okay? My content blogs, and then I have my YouTube videos in there. But that's keyword SEO researched, okay?
Yes.
So then I take those same SEO rankings over there, and then I use them on my titles, and I use them on
Mhm,
as a theme
mhm.
for the week or on a particular topic. But that way you can double dip SEO rankings, so it'll help more people find you.
Now,
And then
for people who don't know the name of your channel, would you tell them the name of your channel?
the name of my channel is Camille Tyler.
Okay. So, just to make sure that they know that. And
Yes.
let me ask you, have you thought about like putting rockin' Camille Tyler or something like that? Because you're always, you rock. Have you thought about modifying a little bit? Because I had thought about that with my main channel, but a problem for me, I did my channel originally. I started it 11 years ago, but of course, it only came public a year and a half ago. But I started it, and when I started it, if you change your name, you change everything across the board. So I didn't want to change it because I
Right.
was going to call it Grandma's Porch with, or something, and that's why I ended up with all the other channels.
Well, I did that for a while. I was doing Camille Tyler coaching and that kind of coaching it. I didn't want to be a coach anymore. I tried a couple different things, but I just want people to know me. I am the branding expert. I'm here to help people rock their business by rocking their personal brand. So when you think of brand, I want everybody in the world to know when it comes to developing a personal brand, when they know that they're going to know, oh, that's Camille. That's
Mhm.
Camille. And I use just another tip. I use for brand awareness and brand recognition wherever social media platform, Instagram, whatever, wherever I am, Facebook. I always have these. I mean, this is a cheap pair of freebie Tito's sunglasses, but I do have some, $500.
But that is part of your brand.
But
That
this
is
is
part
part
of
of
your
my
brand.
brand. Why?
Right,
Because it's recognizable. So when I work with my clients, I say, okay, your brand, have something, wear your brand colors, have something recognizable, so people start to, what's your favorite emoji? What's your favorite emoji, Diana?
You know what? I don't even have one. I don't even know how to do emojis.
Well, I can show you. If you just right click, you'll pick up that emoji. If you just right click, if you're on your desktop, it'll say emoji and you can choose one. But
Yeah.
having an emoji you always use, and whenever I comment on people's posts, whenever I'm doing that, I use the little a happy face with the sunglasses because guess what? That's me.
Right, right, right,
And
right.
using emojis in your title, in your script, on your any of your written titles, any of your in your written content, using emojis is a disruptor. Okay, you're reading the sentence and you see that emoji, it disrupts you and makes you take that tenth of a second to go, what? Before you read the next line. So using emojis as part of your content really helps strengthen your brand. There's hundreds and hundreds of emojis. You just have to find the one that fits you, and
Yes.
get to using it. So whenever I'm on
Yeah, you just
social,
gave me a great idea. I mean, it's kind of something I've been doing all along, but I'm kind of thinking that, with the thumbnails, I'm all over the place. I'm all over the board. I've got Canva. I love Canva and all that. But I thought, you know what? Maybe I need to narrow it in a little bit. And maybe I'll just use Grandma's Porch because I have a really good Grandma's Porch thumbnail and stick my picture in there and just consistently use that. And then that way people go, they recognize it right away. You know what
exactly. You can use. I paid. lots of money for logos, but I know the best thing you can have is your own signature logo.
Yeah.
So I have my signature logo. I have my signature logo. I mean, stay right here, but later on, go check out my channel. but I have my signature logo. I made that myself in Canva. Your logo is your name, okay? Your brand is, people go like, I don't know what to name my brand. Guess what the best name for your brand is? Do you have any ideas, Diane?
Your own name.
Your name, the name your
Yeah.
mama gave you, baby.
Yeah. Yeah. So when you think of my channel now, what one thing do you think comes to your mind when if you said Diana Brienne Fairchild's channel? What's the one thing?
Grandma's porch.
Grandma's porch.
Great shooting. Mm-hmm.
Grandma's porch. That the sofa. I think that comes to mind for everybody.
Because
When you
I
think,
followed you. We've been here friends for like 3 years or 2 years now. I don't know. It
oh
seems
no,
like
you know what, Camille? We've been friends for about a lot longer than that over on Facebook. And I wanted to mention to you one day I looked up your name and it wasn't there on Facebook. And I thought, well, what happened to Camille? I thought we were always friends on Facebook. I thought, did she take me off? Did I take her off? Then I discovered you're under a different name on Facebook.
well, I'm on Camille Tyler. I have my personal. I have my business page.
Okay,
I
well,
have my
I
group.
must have never been on the Camille Tyler. I'm on
Right,
something
right,
else
right.
with you. I'm
But
on.
when you're marketing yourself on Facebook,
Is there something
so
like
you're
called Rockin' something?
yeah, rock your brand. I had rock. I have my new Facebook group, Rock Your Brand, Rock YO, uh, your brand, right? But when you're on Facebook, the Facebook algorithm, and if you have people that are not commenting on if you have dead weight, people, because I know you from over here, nothing personal. So if I unfriended you on Facebook, it's because that's not where you hang out. So when people comment, Facebook pushes it out more. Okay.
Yeah,
And if
yeah,
nothing against you, I love you, but that's not your platform. So if I know I want to see my friend, I'm going to go to YouTube.
yeah. It
Okay.
used
So
to be my platform, but it's really I'm not there as much. I use it more for messaging. I do post, but mainly I just put my videos up. That's
right.
usually what
And
I
the
do
biggest
now.
mistake that one biggest mistake that I learned a long time ago, this is about 4 years ago, is that your YouTube videos should never be on Facebook. They hate each other. They hate each other like.
Absolutely. Oh my gosh. Oh my.
So I love using StreamYard, and hopefully you put your link in there if someone wants to get a free trial to StreamYard uh, in the comments. But the I love StreamYard because I can download it, I can edit it, I can put it on Facebook if I want to. But I do my live stream, my morning marketing minute branding channel where I bring you everything about branding every morning at 9 EST. But I go across all social media platforms. Boom, 8 minutes, 11 minutes, and I'm done. And I've got that going out.
You concentrate it, which people like, because most people have about 3 to 5 minutes to be on a live stream. The average person is about 3 to 5 minutes, and they can't, they don't have the time to be on a live stream more than that. So they pop on, and you give them what they need, so they'll likely hold on for that full 11 minutes. That's why I do very short videos. My videos are very short. It's not great for watch time, but it's great for attention span.
Well, I learned a trick today from I believe as Nick Newman. I didn't. I think he told. Uh, I was following one of my mentors on YouTube, and he said that always refer when you're doing a live stream. Always refer. When it's posted, always refer the next video. So if you want to get how to get more like today, like you want to know how to get more people to fall in love with your brand, check the video right here alone. It's not count, it's not subscriber count, it's watch time that
Yes,
they're looking for. So
yes.
always encourage people to watch another. If you like this video about, you know,
Yes. Did I? Well, you weren't on my live stream. I did one on Sunday. That was the first one I had done in a very long time. So I
Uh-huh.
was very rusty at it. And so I was sitting here and I was getting ready to go. And someone in the stream that I did not recognize said, "Oh, please don't go. Please don't go." And I said, "Well, I've got to go." And they said, "Look behind you." And I said, what behind me?" They said, "There's some scary person behind you." Oh my gosh. And they kept saying it. Oh my gosh. And I got really scared and I knew no one was in the house and I have security on. And I thought, oh my gosh. So I got up and I started looking before, I thought, well, I better keep it up, my live stream up just in case there's somebody in the house. But you never know what you're going to get when you get on a live stream. And they
Right.
said, I was just joking with you, but it was scary for that moment. I thought maybe there was somebody behind me and I didn't see it.
Yeah. So I hope I helped I hope I helped answer your branding questions. But
You
set
gave me
your
a
alarm
really
and
great
turn those
idea today. And
notifications on.
you gave me a really, really great idea today and I really think, like I said, I mean, I like the wide diversity of thumbnails, but I think I may narrow it down just to grandma's porch. That way people know. They know that
It
that's,
could
oh, that's her. She's got, they'll automatically know it.
it needs to be your name at Grandma's porch.
Yes, yes, yes. And I think I'll just use the thumbnail with grandma's sofa, like I sometimes do. And because I have, it depends upon the video. Now, if I tell a story and it's a longer video, I do coming up the winding driveway, coming up grandma's driveway, and then at the end we leave, and go back down grandma's driveway. But if it's a shorter video, it's just, a wisdom video, a minute or two. I don't use the beginning and the ending and the thumbnails. I just use, the video and put it up. It's interesting because I see a lot of different people and a lot of different people have succeeded in so many different ways. It's almost sometimes hard to predict, who's going to, grow and who's not. I've seen people with the worst thumbnails that you've ever, I mean, it's like, the ones where they don't even put a thumbnail up. And it's just, and their channel grows and grows and grows. And I see people that focus on the title. I was very focused on the title, but I went to one channel and they grew tremendously and they only would put like 2 words up, in their title. Well, that's not usually doesn't draw much in, but somehow they grew fast. So it's hard to predict sometimes. But
Yeah,
I think
it
branding is
is. And
extremely
we can't be
important.
discouraged by other people's followers
That's right.
because
Right.
I guess it's been a year. It's been about a year ago. I had three ladies from three different parts of the world fly across my social media channels wanting to connect with me from an old video that I posted 3 years ago, all about branding, about brand awareness, with no thumbnail, crappy everything. They found that one video, and I asked them, "Why did you decide to reach out to me?" And they said, "Because you were real. You weren't polished, but what you
Mhm.
had to say, I just knew you were going to help me."
Yes. Yes. Absolutely. Absolutely.
So, so I
The
want to
other
have
thing you do, Camille, is you're consistent. And that is a big thing. You're on every day, live stream Monday through Friday. You're consistent. At the same time, you're consistent. And I think, when I was consistent, I had hundreds on my live streams because they knew when to find me. They knew where to look for me. They knew what time I was going to be on. Now
right,
I
exactly.
am not consistent. I need to get back to that consistency. And that's why I'm beginning to, I want to step back out into the live streams, but that also means I have to slow down on the recordings if I want to do that because I can't do it all.
You can't. You can't.
I can't do it all. And I realize that I either do live streams or I do recorded. If I want to do a combination, then the recordeds are going to have to be minimized
Right.
because I can't do both. But I do like, I feel like right now I've got over 4,400 videos up. I feel like now it's time to kind of step back out into the live streaming depending upon my time schedule. My problem is with my time schedule. So I'm trying to make it because of my college. And so I'm trying to make it so that I have an afternoon time slot and maybe a nighttime time slot. And actually, sometimes, Camille, the best time to go on is late at night. I don't know why it is, but that seems like a lot of people come on late at night.
Oh, definitely. Thanks for the advice. I'm definitely going to try it. Listen, I have a strategy call because I give people a free strategy call so we can talk about where their brand is, where their brand wants to go, and even just see if I can help them. So I have a call in a few minutes, but I
Well,
want to
I
say
thank you
thank you.
so much. You are so amazing, Camille Tyler. And
Well,
let
you
me
are
just say that,
too.
Camille, I'm going to try to start to come on. Depending, I can't make any promises because I don't know, but I'm going to try to start to come on consistently live, and I may start trying to come on back on at night. And I used to do 2 lives a day. I would love to be able to get back to 2 lives a day if I could, a little bit in the afternoon, a little bit at night. So kind of be looking for me and hop on if you'd like to promote, because I get totally different people at night than I do during the day.
I would love to too, and I promise. Thanks for your idea. I'm gonna definitely pick a good topic that I know people want to know about and go live in the evening. I'm
You
gonna
might
do it.
even want to come on my lives and do a topic. You could do a topic on my live, and that way that would draw people over.
Right,
Maybe, you could come
right.
on,
But
you could
but
just,
did you see? I wasn't just talking about when you join someone's lives. Always be on brand. All
yeah.
right. So I was talking to you about the qualities I see in your brand, and the things I was talking about, things that other people could, other ideas. You were responding to me and you were going like, that's a great idea. But see, I didn't say, hey, Diane, you need to fix this. Do you
Right.
understand how I did it?
Hmm.
You have to see, before I leave, I want you to realize you're an educator and you're a creator, baby. I want you to do the best in life, and I want you to go out there and rock your business by rocking your brand.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. Well, Camille Tyler, enjoy your meeting.
Thank
Success
you.
all
Bye,
for you.
guys.
And we'll talk soon. Thank you, Camille. Bye bye.
Bye.
Everyone, Camille Tyler. And if you're not familiar with Camille Tyler, please do go to her channel and connect with her. Thank you so much. Thank you. I'm only going to be on here a couple more minutes because I've got my dermatology appointment, and I periodically go to a dermatologist just to have my skin checked. No big deal. And so I do that. Years ago, I lived in Palm Springs, and I would lay out in the sun. And fortunately, I don't have any wrinkles or anything. I don't know how I managed that, but I didn't even use sunscreen back then. And so at 64 years old, I just have my skin checked over. I periodically I like to do that. And oh, thank you, my friend. Thank you, Vanessa. Vanessa, thank you again. I don't know if you heard me say this the other day when you were here, but I said thank you so much for being an amazing supporter of my channels, because I have more than one channel. And thank you so much for being an amazing supporter. You really, really have, and I really, really appreciate it. And so I just wanted to say thank you so very, very much. I really, really appreciate you. Thank you. I appreciate people. I notice everyone's comments, and I know people say, well, how do you do it at over 15K? How do you answer every comment? I do, because I read every comment. And sometimes it may take me a day to get to it, but I get to that comment and I read it, and I get to know these people. I have people I say goodnight to on my YouTube channel in a comment, because they come to my channel just to simply say goodnight. And oh, thank you, Vanessa. Thank you. And so, you get to know, you build relationships on here. And that's the thing. I've built amazing relationships over my last year and a half. Now, you all know I've had the channel 11 years, but it was only for my kids to share my wisdom out there so they would have a running dialogue. So if you go back, um, you go back past the year and a half, you're going to find content that my kids was really designed for my kids, my family, my friends. Welcome, welcome, my friend. Welcome. Let me give you a blue wrench. There you go. And so basically a year and a half ago, I came up public. And so in that time, I've got to know a lot of people very, very fast. And I love it. I love it. I enjoy my journey. Has there been frustrating moments here on YouTube? Absolutely, especially when you lose a lot of subscribers uh, at YouTube's request, not, when they take away subscribers. And I think a lot of people go through that. I mean, a lot of my friends have gone through that. And when they take away people that you're a friend with, and you have to go back and resubscribe, and then the next day you have to go back and resubscribe over and over and over. I have no clue why they do that. And they've, called people spam. Well, these are real people, and so I don't understand it, but it is what it is. And, I'm just happy to be here. And I share a wide range of content. I talk about, today I just did a video before I came on called The Clothesline. And, we grew up with clotheslines. And so I never know what I'm going to talk about. Welcome, welcome, my friend. Welcome, welcome. I'll give you a blue wrench. There you go. Thank you. Thank you. And yeah, so I give, I have a wide range of topics, but I never know what I'm going to talk about until I come on. So nothing is scripted with me, including my videos. I may have an idea before I make a video what I'm going to talk about, but I don't know what it is until it comes out of my mouth. It's very natural. It's unscripted. And, I talk about my life, my family. I give a lot of stories from my life. I've told so many amazing stories. I just did another one called When We Ordered Too Many Happy Meals. And you'll have to listen to that one when I put it out. It's about when we lived in Europe and we went to one of the former Eastern Bloc countries, and we ended not being able to speak the language, and we ended up with all these happy meals. So you'll have to, when I put that one out, and I have to edit my videos and all that. So it takes, it's a little bit more goes into it than just getting in front of the camera. And oh, thank you so much, Vanessa. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you. Well, I didn't have anyone other than grandma, maybe my mother, to motivate me when I was growing up. We had TV preachers. We didn't have self-help books. We didn't have motivational people. We didn't have any of that. I was my own motivator growing up. And wisdom came to me as a gift very, very early on, at around maybe 5 or 6 or 7 years old. And so I've chosen to take my gift and share it, because we all have a gift. We all have many gifts, and some are tapped into, some are not yet tapped into. And whatever our gifts are, I believe that they're meant to be shared in some capacity. We don't hold our gift to ourselves. It's meant to be shared. So I'm an artist, and many of my paintings, people get to enjoy. I'm a YouTuber, and I share what I know best. Grandma's wisdom. That's what I know best. Hey, Night Star Beauty, my friend. Let me give you a blue wrench. There's another channel there, everybody. Night Star Beauty. You definitely want Night Star Beauty. And so I think the most important thing is to come on, be yourself. Because if you're trying to be someone else, people will read into that. And so I just come on and I'm myself. And one of the things I want to do is to try, this is my goal now, I can't tell you that I'm going to do it, but I'm going to try, is to come back on twice a day. Once for a little bit in the afternoon and once a little bit at night. I don't know, 9 or 10 o'clock, maybe 8 o'clock. I don't know, but I was very consistent before. And oh my gosh, my streams were so busy. They were so busy. And people now don't look for me because I haven't been on. And the importance is consistency. I am consistent with my videos, but I've not been consistent with my live streams of late. And I need to get back to that. So I'm going to try to come on. I got grandma's porch back set up with the computer. And so I can go out on grandma's porch at night when my family's home, so that they're not, they can come out in the kitchen and stuff, because, this is all my kitchen here. All these rooms here are my kitchen. And then you go into the living room over there, and then the grandma's parlor and all that. And yes, Vanessa, just be yourself. Just be yourself. I'm myself. I'm not scripted. I think it's just important to be who you are. One of the things I think I am going to do after listening to Camille is to use grandma's porch as my main, consistently, as my thumbnail, because it may sound like, well, over and over and over, but people will automatically know that's me, rather than have a different thumbnail and people might pass by it. But if I'm consistent with that. So I think consistency is key to building your channel. I can tell you right now, I believe, it's my belief from my analytics that I should be well over 50K, maybe 60K. But as you all know, back in January, when I talked to them, I had 26K according to analytics because they printed it up for me and sent it through a message. And it was 26K, but they had taken them away over a period of time. And I didn't know I had 26K. I said, well, can I have them back? And they said no, and they called him spam again. That was the reasoning behind it. So maybe they were all spam. My best friend might be called spam instead of Pam. And but you just have to roll with it. I think the key to being here on YouTube, you're going to have your ups and your downs and your frustrations. Like, that's a frustrating factor. I don't build my channel around my numbers, but I appreciate my numbers. Do you understand? I appreciate them. I am here because I enjoy being here. I enjoy interacting with all of you. I enjoy making my content. I enjoy putting my content up. And so I'm here for that purpose, but that's like a bonus. It's like icing on the cake. And when they take the icing off the cake, you feel like, hey, wait a minute, like yesterday. I mean, I have been stuck at 17.7, 17.8. I go to 17.8. I was almost at 17.9. Of course, they take it back by the next day. So you're back down to 17.7 or 15.7. I'm sorry, 15,700. Then I get back up to 15.8, almost to 15.9. Then they take it back down to 15.7. And I've been there for like 2.5 weeks. And because the glitches started again, and it just happens over and over and over. Yes, Vanessa, finding your own niche, finding what works for you. And sometimes that takes a little while. Try, just get out there. You can make it happen. And you just kind of make it happen. You just kind of get out there and you kind of, as grandma would say, flub your way along. You just kind of, and that's kind of what I did. But I started off with grandma's porch right away when I came up a year and a half ago. When I decided that it was going to be for public rather than just my kids or my family or friends, close friends, people I knew in person, I decided that I was going to make it all about grandma's porch, grandma's porch, grandma's wisdom. I'm very consistent. I'm very consistent from the video point of view, not from the live stream point of view. And so I found my own niche right away. It was something I said, well, I'm just going to do what I've been doing all along for my kids, just share my wisdom. Now, if you go back like 10 years and you look up some of my videos, go back and look up Diana Brienne Fairchild, Diana Brienne Harper Valley PTA. And that was me like 11 years ago, sitting on my back porch in Georgia. And it's called Diana Brienne Harper Valley PTA, I think, or I might have changed the name of it. I don't know. But that was like one I made for just family, friends, and my kids, And so, I didn't have a problem finding my niche because I knew what it was right from the start. But I think that some people do. And I think the thing is, you just get out there and you keep on going. You just keep on going. You just keep on being out there and you'll find your niche. Sometimes your niche doesn't come to you right away, but you discover it as you go. And you go, I found my niche. My niche is just the same thing. I come on every day. I talk about different topics that people can relate to, easy, digestible topics. And I try not to veer from that too much. I stick with topics. I do talk some current events, but I talk it in a grandma fashion because you can't say everything you want to say up here. You really can't. And so I want to keep my channel. So I kind of talk around things, and people kind of know what you're talking about and your perspective on different things, but I don't give advice. I don't give suggestions. I just share with you my own perspective is what I do. That's what I do. A lot of people are into the drama channels, the high drama. I'm not into that because I've been to some of them and I wanted to take a shower after I left. I didn't feel good, and I didn't want to be part of that. And so mine is about motivating people to find their way in life and to motivate them to find their own way in life. I don't, like I said, I don't give advice or anything, but I just motivate people to find their own way, their own way, their own best life. So I'm going to the dermatologist right now just to have my, every other year check over, and I'm headed on out there. So I'm going to get off here. I'm going to try to come on tonight. No promises, but I'm going to try to come on tonight if I'm not too tired. And I may come on, 9 or 10 o'clock, tonight, 8 or 9 or 10 o'clock from grandma's porch because my family's all home at that point. Now, like some nights I have an evening class online, so I can't come on. But tonight I may come on later tonight just to pop on, and you get a different crowd sometimes, and you meet new people and different topics, and some people come up. So it's all good. It's all good. So kind of start looking for me live streaming. The issue is if I do live streaming, there's probably going to be less recorded. But I've covered every topic. I mean, there's always more topics that I'm inspired to talk about, but pretty much every topic that most people can think of is probably there somewhere if you put it in if you type it in. So, well, I thank you all. Thank you so much for being here. I really, really appreciate you. So I'm going to get dressed now and head on out. And so may God bless you. And remember to like, share, subscribe to all 5 of my channels. If you go to any of my daily videos I put up, you'll see at the top of the comment section all the links. And if the links don't work, which periodically they break for some reason, some unknown reason, I'm just copy and paste, and you can get to all 5 channels that way. And if you leave a comment, I will likely get back to your channel and connect with you. So there'd be like 5 new friends. Okay. So may God bless you. Be looking for me and on live streams. And I hope to talk to you soon again. Okay. Have a great day. Bye-bye.